Hello, and welcome to Rhythmic Rebellion. When you write a song, you instantly own the copyright. Registration of your song with the United States Copyright Office at copyright.gov improves your chances of winning in court if you're the victim of copyright infringement, and most attorneys recommend registration. When you write a song with other writers, it's important that you decide on the copyright ownership shares right away. If two writers were equally involved and they feel good about a 50-50 split, great. Other times, you might have one writer that pens most of the song, and then two other writers help with a few lines. You might agree to an 80-10-10 split in this case. Sometimes this can be a difficult conversation, but don't avoid it, or you will cause the delay of your song being released to fans. Knowing who the copyright owners and shares are is so important that Rhythmic Rebellion made a rule that says a song composition cannot be released for recording consideration until the ownership is defined. If there is more than one writer, you must also assign the person to be the main writer. This is the person responsible for creating the composition in Rhythmic Rebellion and defining the co-writers and shares. Towards the bottom of the composition form, there's the question asking if you are the only writer. If you answer no, then you're prompted to search for other writers. If they're not found, you can enter their email and invite them to join. You're allowed to enter the shares of each owner even if the owner is not yet a Rhythmic Rebellion member. At this time, you're allowed to release the composition even though the co-writer's invite is still pending. If the publishing rights have not been assigned to an outside music publishing company, then you're the publisher. You will need to create a music publishing name. It can be as simple as your name, publishing, and you're not required to register it with the government. If you create a publisher with a PRO, then use the same name. As a songwriter, you own the copyright to your composition, which consists of the lyrics, melody, chord progression, and so on. When an artist records your song, they'll take copyright ownership in that recording, but not the underlying composition. You retain that ownership. When an artist registers their recording with Rhythmic Rebellion, using our song recording title form, they must tie that recording back to the songwriter's composition before that recording can be released to the fans. This ensures that the chain of ownership is complete, and when royalties are generated, we will always know who to pay and what their shares of the proceeds are. We hope that music creators appreciate our efforts to develop a system where no one is forgotten. Please share our dream with everyone you know, and thank you for being part of our Rhythmic Rebellion.